Alrighty then. Successful Indie Author, 5-Minute Focus, episode 438, Working Through Grief. Oh, there's Stanley. He's waiting to go out. I'm waiting for it to get a little bit warmer. So, here we are. As artists, we can disappear into our work. So, grief is something that is going to happen. It's going to happen at some point in your career. Sometimes it happens more often than others, but still, it's probably going to happen. My worst experience was 2 years ago when I was setting up for heart surgery, just traveled a long distance, traveled down to Australia and back, heart was acting up, feeling horrible, and my dog passed away. So, dog died, and then went in for heart surgery 3 days later. Have a nice day. I had a hard time getting back on my feet, but the only way I could do it was disappearing into my stories. I threw myself into writing and created more stories. And yes, I was sad I didn't go outside. I tried to go outside and walk like I would walk her, but that didn't work. So it's like, okay, just dispense with that. Not forget her, not at all, but do the work. So create a new world. I think you'll see during that year, 2020, I created a couple new series that have really done well. So by disappearing into those worlds and becoming one with them and writing that out, that helped me get past it. And then, of course, as all things tend to be, Stanley came into our lives, and there he is. Oh, yes, he's got his eyes closed now. Stanley came into our lives and now is fulfilling in his own way. And yes, we'll miss him when he goes because he's 7, and hopefully I outlive him. Hopefully we don't, or we both go together way down the road. That would be optimal. Anyway, can't think about that now because that doesn't matter. What matters now is when it warms up, I'm going to take him for a walk. He's going to try to climb up a snowbank and pee higher than the other dogs. It's ridiculous, but that's what he does because he knows his limitations as a big dog who's not really a big dog. So by creating new worlds and by writing and disappearing into those, you create a condition where you can win, where you can be the hero of your story. And it doesn't have to be you. It can be third party. You're not speaking from first person. And if you are speaking from first person, well, that's you in that role. Think about it. Think about how you can set yourself up to win. Don't set yourself up to fail. Don't be the antagonist, because antagonists, your villains, they don't think of themselves as that way. They think of what they're doing and how they're affecting the world in their mind. Benevolent dictators. All dictators think they're benevolent. People might not think so, but they don't. They aren't the villains in their minds. Everyone is a hero in their own story, and you can do that as well. Don't be the villain. Be the hero in your story and a real hero. Disappear into that world and make good things happen. Focus on the good things while writing those stories. And I think this was my secret to success in those books that I wrote, the new series, the new worlds that I created after Phyllis passed away, was focusing on the positive, the fun times, creating joy, adding a little humor, those good things that the readers really embraced. The readers felt the emotional high, they felt the joy, and they came back for the next book and the next book after that. So focus on the good, be the hero in your own story, and disappear into that. Because you can't just sit outside and focus on the grief, because then it will never leave. Now, everybody grieves in their own way. You have to do what works best for you, but I'm offering an alternative. Disappear into your world, especially as an artist. Turn on your creative brain and go do things that you wouldn't otherwise be able to do. Disappear into a new world. Make it a great world, one where you can win. All right? Just offering an alternative. Peace, fellow humans.